operations of Minnesota Stripe, and very proud to be co-founder with Eva Maxon. So in a couple minutes, we're going to do an official toast to launch Stripe, but first we just have a couple stories we want to tell to communicate how important our community is to us, individually and as an organization. We got a couple of thank yous that we want to give, a fun announcement about one of our home game venues. So yeah, we got a couple things we want to say. Can somebody ask our bartender to turn down the music? Also, shout out to our bartender. Eva Wilson. And Eva is gonna start us off. It's not karaoke. It's not karaoke. Hello. Can everybody hear me okay? Okay, good. Hi everyone. My name is Eva Maxon. Some of you know me already. She, her pronouns. I'm so excited and slightly nervous to be here right now. I want to thank Urban Growler for being a sponsor for us this season and for hosting this amazing event. Thank you also to all of you for coming out for this event, because this is quite a turnout and a lot more people than we expected originally. Yay! Thank you so much to all of you and all of the people who have helped out with this project so far. And thank you to Anna for being probably one of the most impressive people I've ever met. I'm going to read these notes because this is a little section I wrote about her, which won't be able to describe exactly how amazing she is. But when Anna and I started working together, we didn't know each other at all. And I can now say that she's, without a doubt, the most dedicated, hardworking, and driven person that I've ever met. She's become such a role model to me, and I can't really wrap my head around how someone could take on such a project, be an incredible athlete, an amazing human being, and so much more, and have kids. I think she's pretty much a superhero, so just saying. And most of all, thank you to all of you for all your support, your kind words, your patience throughout this whole process, your words of excitement, encouragement, and for your confidence in and trust in us throughout this whole adventure. Anyway, I'm a little bit nervous, so excuse me if I fumble my words a little bit. But I wanted to share a quick story about how this idea came about. I was coaching middle school last spring, and one of my male presenting players came up to me, and he's probably 10 years old, and he, found a kind of weird moment during practice to start a conversation with me, and as middle schoolers do. And he asked me what the name of the professional ultimate team was. And I said, well, there's a men's team and they're the Wind Chill. And then he asked me what the name of the women's team was. And some of you may have heard the story already, but then I paused, and I really didn't want to have to give him the answer that I was going to have to give him, the fact that there was no professional women's team in the cities. But I did tell him that, unfortunately, and I think that was kind of the start of a little fire in my mind of like, this has to change, and I really want this to change. So we changed that. Thank you. I moved here from Belgium about 3 years ago. Some of you probably know that, but Belgium is a country that's really small and has a tiny ultimate community, and no professional opportunity to play Ultimate either for male presenting folk or female presenting folk, or anybody else who doesn't identify with those categories. So for me, it was just kind of like a dream come true to be able to help get this together and create this space for female presenting folk and non-gender identifying folk to be able to play Ultimate Frisbee at a professional level. So I'm going to end this speech by saying a few more words and then hand it off to Anna, but essentially I'm just really proud to be able to show our youth and everybody in our community that gender will no longer be a limiting factor in aspiring to be a professional Ultimate player in Minnesota.
I'm supposed to give a speech, but I'm a little bit speechless, so I'll do it. Thank you so much for your kind words about me, and really you and the rest of you who are doing this for is what keeps me going. And you're right, it has been a shit ton of work. So I'm not gonna lie. So I want to thank some of our sponsors. VC outfits the entire league with uniforms, which is pretty soon. There'll be a league-wide roster announcement on March 2nd in connection with the sponsor of player program. So each player on each team will have 4 exciting jerseys that you can purchase through that program. So stay tuned; it'll be a fun day. Discraft, the official disc of the PUL. We have some floating around here, so thanks to them. Dave Clements with Cold Coffee Films, he's documenting this stuff for us. My friend Davin, who's here snapping some photos, wherever he is. Thank you, Davin. I don't think that there he is. I don't think that Dave Klink is here, but I want to thank him. He is our business attorney, and he and his firm, Bridge Law Group, are providing our legal counsel on the business side. And I've known Dave forever, and a lot of you know him, and we, way back when, captained a team called Flaming Mo. That some of you played on, and I think we were both actually in law school at that point. So it's just kind of fun that it's come full circle, and I really appreciate his sponsorship. I want to thank What Moves Design, my husband Bjorn.
Yes.
Logos, graphic design, thank you cards, website, like all of it. Planning, the fundraiser that we did where you all donated over $9,000 to get this thing. That would not have happened without you, so thank you so much. We just keep it weird, abstract, you know. So I want to thank Minnesota Ultimate. So I remember a phone call that Eva and Jake McCain and I had. This was months ago. We hadn't even submitted an application to the PUL. It must have been back in September. And I got off that call and I thought, wow, that is what an ally sounds like. And it was really a poignant moment to hear the way that he talks about this project and the mission and the way that Minnesota Ultimate could partner and support us. And so it's really meaningful to have that support in terms of the mission, but then they also put their money behind it as well, which has been amazing.
Awesome.
In connection with Minnesota Ultimate, we have an exciting announcement. So on May 30th, we're playing a home game versus the Milwaukee Monarchs, who's our close neighbor. We'll see how the rivalry goes. And it's going to be at Blaine at the National Sports Center Stadium starting right after the high school state games on Saturday. Yay! So, speaking of community, last and definitely not least, I want to thank Urban Growler. Hi, Slava. Shout out to our bartender. But I want to tell a little bit about the story of Urban Growler. So, Urban Growler owners Jill and Deb decided to quit their day jobs to pursue their passion, which was to open a microbrewery and also to create a community. And at that time, there were no women-owned microbreweries in the state of Minnesota. So they started taking classes, they honed their skills, they researched, they planned, and as one does when starting a business, they went to a bank and asked for a loan. And they were denied that loan. And then they went to another bank, and they were denied. And they were denied by a third bank and a fourth bank until 12 banks denied them a loan. So you tell me. I'm not going to fill in the blanks there, right? We know there are a lot of microbreweries in the state of Minnesota. And why was there backing for those breweries and not for this one? But meanwhile, they wouldn't take no for an answer. And what Jill and Deb did is they went to their community. And they said, this is our dream, this is our passion, and we need your help to make this happen. And their community stepped up and they showed up, not only in person, but they opened their pocketbooks, as you all have. And they said, we believe in this. We believe in the community that that brewery is going to create. We want to be part of it and we want to make it happen. So the community began funding the brewery. And then, still unwilling to take no for an answer, Jill and Deb approached one more bank. And this time, the loan was secured. And so I tell you this story, yes, to illustrate the systems that are in place that pose barriers when women try to do things in fields that are traditionally dominated by men. But I tell it to you more importantly to illustrate the power of community. And at Stripe, we have 3 core values. And one of them is community. And you as our community are a pillar on which we stand. We could not do this without you, and we are also doing this for you. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for celebrating. Thank you for your support. We can't wait to see you at our first home game. And thank you, each one of you, so much for being part of Minnesota Stripe. So let's raise our glasses. Cheers. In a toast.